Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to do a little recap of this past year. Let's get into it. So yeah, it's been a pretty long year for us. We made some serious
About 365 days.
Yeah.
That's pretty long.
Haven't slept. All right. Yeah, 2022 was a pretty long year. We've made a lot of headway. We've came a long way with everything between the training and then having the shop open for the first, full year, and just a lot of stuff going on now, a lot of moving parts, and then, we have a big year ahead of us. To start off, this is pretty much a little over our first year in the shop, in West Hampton. Within this first year, we've managed to open up another location in Mount Kisco, Westchester, New York, which you've mentioned in the past. It's been a long haul this year. We've had to do a lot of figuring out and stuff like that, but it's been really good. We made a lot of headway. We've learned a lot of stuff, and being that we're pretty detail oriented, we kept a lot of the knowledge, and we're going to keep rolling forward into the new year. So to sum up 2022, we were in terms of increasing our skills and honing in on the detailing aspect of everything. We were lucky enough to train with all summer, really continuing into the fall, which made a massive difference. Even you mentioned we had a huge shift in our quality of work.
Yeah, just a lot more consistency based upon, having a set structure of what to do for every car and doing the exact same thing hundreds of times. Yeah,
we got to put that puzzle piece together. And then being our first year in the shop, honestly, we've done pretty well. We're pretty hard on ourselves with stuff like that. Our expectations are through the roof on ourselves more than anybody. But if we look back at just everything, numbers, the quality and quantity of cars that we've done is ridiculous. It's tenfold of what we started out with last winter, just waiting for a car to come in. And now, right now, we just started off from the paint protection film, and we're just rolling right now. So it's been a lot of fun. I'd say the best part of the year has been between going from working on regular cars to working on hypercars.
Oh yeah.
Which you see on social media and stuff like that, but to see these things in person and actually be able to work on them and drive them here and there it's unreal. I would have never think we would have driven a Bugatti and a Pagani.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Ever. Maybe wash one, but it's crazy. And then lucky enough, I'd say with Rally Point, they've been a big influence this year with us and getting into racing and understanding it, the Formula One, the whole 9 yards. They built their club around the car environment, the racing enthusiasts, and we've really started getting to that. I don't even want a daily driver. I just want a track car.
I don't really care for having a daily fast car. There's no need for that at this point. I just want to have a track car that I can go and beat up on,
Yeah, we went to Monticello up in upstate this winter. We're actually at the end of the summer, kind of, and then that was just it was a crazy experience. It's nothing like I've ever seen before. The people you meet, everybody's about cars. It's just anything else you do, wherever you go, everybody's kind of into the same thing. But with that, it's over the top. Especially with racing, it's incredible. And
we were fortunate enough to be able to get on the track. Drew was able to drive. What did you drive on the track?
An M3, the new one.
And then I drove in a Pagani YR. Steve will clip it in.
Yeah, that was out of control.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that is once in a lifetime. But 2022 has been a real big milestone for us. We've kind of, that was kind of the introduction of our company in terms of to us and what it takes to run a business in this time and age with people our age. It's pretty rare. So, and we don't have really any education in terms of business, so we just kind of figured it out. We're fortunate enough to have a lot of guidance, and people just tell us what to do and not to do. But we've taken every opportunity at our front door and continue to do that too. There's already talk of opening up another location. It's a lot of stuff, but we like the high-paced stuff. He's had experience in the past with high-paced work environment. So have I. So it's been, we've seen a lot in terms of work environment and stuff like that, and been able to translate it into this year, which was big. And in terms of everything, it's starting to mellow out and kind of take its own speed, and it's going to become a lot of fun. 2023 is going to be big for us.
Absolutely.
It's going to be harder than 2022 because we got a lot to manage, but we have the basic stuff taken care of. Like, we don't really have to worry about the little things that I'd say mess things up, like hawking over all the guys for quality, and even ourselves. Like, we know what to do in majority of the situations, and if not, we're smart enough to outsource it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm excited for 2023. And in terms of running a business in 2022 between the both of us, I mean, on my half, I started working when I was 12. So to sum that up, my boss was out of his mind, and there was pros and cons, but I mean, I've taken everything from at a young age to be able to translate that into this business. It's like, it's not effortless, but it comes so natural. Like, I can relate to so many situations. Just about everything we've dealt with, I've dealt with in another shape or form, in another way, usually in a worse way. So given that I have the experience to understand how to take care of certain things and work in a high-paced environment with this high-end clientele base. It's not normal, interacting with the higher caliber client versus your regular car wash client, whatever it might be. And you've had, the experience in the restaurant business, which is nuts.
Yeah, I worked in a restaurant in the Hamptons.
In Montauk.
In Montauk, which, you're doing like 200-300 covers a night, and it was one of those restaurants where we held ourselves to a really, really, really high standard. Yeah. So I got used to, at a young age, like the intensity and the heat of the kitchen and the violence of a kitchen. And I was an expediter and food runner, so my eyes were the last to see the plate before it went out, and if it wasn't perfect, it wasn't going out, and you had to bring it back to chef, and then they had to refix it, and that never went down well. No. Like, it never did, but kind of got used to just always making sure.
Problem solving.
Yeah, problem solving, and just always making sure that it was like perfect,
But that goes into the recap of 2022. We were able to translate all that stuff we've learned in the past into this year, which was a critical year for us. Like, in most businesses, you have like 1 to 3 years to really make it or break it. And given that this is like our third year in business, but first year in the shop, it's been a good year. And like I said, we made some really big strides. And I'm super excited to go into 2023 with the new partners we have, and in terms of collaboration and stuff like that. And this is just the beginning, guys.